What were we humming there? I don't know.
Bum 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 bum.
Okay. That's cool.
Chris, I meant
Hi,
to tell
everybody.
you. Oh, hi, Kyle. Shuby, I meant to tell you. Started off the round today, 3 consecutive 3-putts, but then we didn't do it after that.
You hate to see it.
So does that mean 6 consecutive 3-putts in a row?
No, my
Or is it
first
just
3
4?
holes were all 3-putts, and I only.
So
you
it's
put
4. So it's 4 3-putts in a row, dating back to your last round, because you 3-putted on 18.
You're right. Yeah, I did.
So-
That's
so-
exactly right. Yeah.
So you putted 12 times in a course of 4 holes of golf.
That's right. You ever did that, Kyle? Never? No?
I'm sure I have. You've seen me play golf.
I have.
It's not very pretty. It's okay. It's not bad. I would say the putting is probably one of the better dynamics to my game.
Yeah.
Vontel, I didn't promise you jack. I said I will start working on singing Never Gonna Give You Up and let you know when it's ready. It's clearly not ready because I have not let you know.
Have you practiced it?
Never gonna. Yep.
Sean,
sure
welcome.
have.
Welcome, Sean.
What kind of camp?
Probably summer camp, right?
Yeah, I would assume, but I don't. You know what happens when you assume.
Yeah, yeah.
Hi, Sam. Hi, Alex. Hi, Richard. Ooh, Nick. Yes. I can't wait.
You can't wait, huh?
Yeah, unlike you, Joe, I don't let my team allegiance interrupt my desire to see good football players turn out to be good.
I don't think that's true about me. I'm a big fan of a lot of players.
Tell me your thoughts on Jalen Waddle and Jalen Phillips.
I think you know exactly my thoughts about them.
I hope they're great. I hope they're great 15 weeks out of the year, except for the 2 weeks they played the Bills.
I didn't say that, did I? Did I say that?
I'm sure you thought it.
Week 2, baby. Week 2.
Oh, let's not talk about it.
It's gonna be hot down there in swampy Florida.
That's right. It was gnarly out here in Delaware today. I can't imagine what it was like in South Florida today.
Gnarly in Delaware?
Yes, very humid. It's gross, actually.
Are we correct? Are we ready to go?
Yeah,
I think so. I think we're ready to rock.
I'm ready. What's better than this? Guys being dudes here on the Draft Dudes live stream, brought to you by Mighty Swell, the best adult seltzer on the market. Kyle looking really good with the new office setup. Shuby with the backdrop. What's up, guys?
Aloha Thursday, baby. That's what Tua Tagovailoa drops you on Fridays.
It's not Friday, though.
Yeah, but it's Thursday. Chris, aloha. How you doing,
Hello,
man?
friends. We're doing just peachy today on a Thursday.
Peachy. Little football tonight.
Yeah, no, football's dead. Football's over.
No, I understand.
No, it's over. The season's done. I don't care anymore. Just fast forward me to the scouting combine in March, please.
So the Mets season lasted longer than the Jets season.
1,000%, yeah.
You still have Zach Wilson to look forward. Like, I would be
That's
looking
nice.
forward to the progression and development of a rookie quarterback that you had a lot of enthusiasm for.
Not anymore. Season's over.
Come on, Chris.
It's bad. So, no, what do you want me to do? You want me to come in here and be all cheery today?
Yeah, because it's going to be a long year, brother, and we need you.
Obviously, Chris is devastated, as we all are, that Carl Lawson was injured at practice. And, like, what a tough break for Carl, right? It's like he just cannot catch a break. Yeah, I saw that. I was going to try not to acknowledge it, but you put it up there.
No, that's fine.
See,
that's fine.
Shuby lost Carl Lawson and Jacob deGrom on one day.
No, but it's not. Carl Lawson's a big deal, but Mims left practice today. Like, everybody was hurt today. Like they lost like 5 guys at practice today.
Chris.
The Kyle Shanahan stuff translating right over to Robert Saleh, and just the injuries everywhere all the time.
We got about 3 weeks till the season starts. You got time. Obviously not for Carl Lawson, but you got time.
Is it really 3 weeks? September. When's the opener? September 9th?
September 9th.
Oh, it's so far away. Damn.
Well, next week's the first week. Next weekend is the first college weekend, correct?
28th
so.
is week 0.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, that's next
Hawaii
weekend.
and UCLA, I think the best game that day. I'm here for it, though. I'm here for it.
Yeah, I'm excited for the college football season to start. This is just talking ball Thursday ahead of the preseason game. So whatever you guys have, takes on takes, would you rathers, anything you have for the guys, we will get to for the next 20 minutes or so. I saw somebody ask what we were doing tonight. A little free for all. Just a little, we're not, spoiler alert, you're not getting a free for all tomorrow on the show. We're continuing the state of the division series. So this serves as your free for all tonight.
Sam's a Mets guy or a DeGrom guy?
Probably a DeGrom fantasy guy, probably.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And Sam, sorry to do this, Sam, I've seen your DMs. It's just been a busy week. I will respond to you. I just don't want people to think I don't respond.
Huh?
No, there are a lot of people on the show DM me stuff, and I just never get to them. I do see everybody's DMs, and I try to respond when I can.
Go right behind our backs, cut us out.
Yep.
Be in cahoots with Chris.
So yeah, there's a lot of that goes on. Let's get some takes going here. And I saw this take. This was a take you mentioned in the pre-show, Kyle, but we'll put it up here for those who maybe didn't catch it. This is from Nick. Take Kyle and Brentley are going to be proven right about Greg Rousseau.
In that Greg Rousseau is good, because that was Brentley and I believe were the 2 highest guys on staff. On Greg Rousseau is a difficult projection though, right? And obviously not in one preseason game is any NFL rookie or pass rusher made, but he certainly looked the part against Penei Sewell with how he won with power and won off the edge. Joe, what are they running him around at these days from a weight
265?
Okay, so and they cut Epinesa to what?
255.
Interesting. So do they have like a type? And this is a serious question. Do they have like an archetype of like what they want in the edge position? Because it seems like they've kind of taken a bunch of different flavors, and you consider what they have in Jerry Hughes and.
So Jerry Hughes they inherited. So I go back to a lot of the Carolina guys, and you tell me if there's a type. These are the best defensive ends under Sean McDermott: Coney Ely, Charles Johnson, Greg Hardy, Mario Addison. What does that tell you?
And then the guys that they've drafted.
And then you've seen them. They've specifically brought in on their own accord Epinesa, Rousseau, and Basham. Jerry Hughes at 6'1", 250, being a 4-3 defensive end and being as good as he's been is amazing.
And they inherited Shaq Lawson from the previous regime. Is that correct?
That's right. And they let him
was
walk.
The year before? Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
This take from Sam.
Kyle's like, okay, there's nothing to glean, right? Like,
Jalen Hurts has more 100-yard rushing games in 2021 than Devonta Smith has 100-yard receiving games. And Joe, if you have the approval maraca, I'd like you to shake it on my behalf, please. Of course you don't.
Okay, listen, the cleaning lady
just
today, and I don't know where it is.
Yeah, whatever.
Jeez, man.
You get thrown out.
You know a guy.
Like I'm
think
sorry.
You know a guy.
He found it. He found it.
Isn't that asinine to move stuff off someone's desk?
It might be more asinine for you to not know where the approval maraca is at all times.
I just said the cleaning lady came.
Keep it in your pocket. Keep it in your pocket.
Just keep it. Yeah.
She got rid of some clutter. It would appear.
Sam
also known as as Joe just misplaced it.
The cleaning lady moved your poop hat too, right?
No, I left it. I left that in Georgia. I left my hat down in Georgia. Oh, I'm gone. Right, that's it.
I get my picture down in Georgia.
Get a cup. Yeah. I'm staying.
Do you have to answer the take though? You have to.
Answer the take, please.
Yeah, I like it. I'm in.
How many do you think each gets? If you were to set an over/under on both of these takes,
Uh,
How long is Jalen Hurts the starter?
2-1.
you only think Devonta Smith gets one 100-yard game
Yeah.
this season.
Absolutely. I mean, how many do you think he gets?
I'm gonna call it a push and go 2-2.
There's a lot of faith in Jalen Hurts' throwing ability that I don't have yet. That's kind of
Well, the good news is he's only got to rush for 100 yards to achieve these takes.
Only.
no. Well, no, the other part of the take would require Jalen Hurts to throw the ball to Devonta Smith.
I'm an idiot. I am an idiot. I see what you're saying now.
Like, in order for Devonta Smith to get these 100-yard
Right.
receiving games, Jalen Hurts has to be an efficient passer. Like, he's got to be good.
I get it.
So I have some concern there. So I'm firmly in the camp of Jalen Hurts is going to be a better rusher than he is passer. But
I have a question for Kyle.
Okay, go ahead. Shoot.
If the Dolphins go back to their good logo, the non-cartoon dolphin, the one that everybody likes,
yeah,
what happens here? I mean, is it going to be a purge and rebrand of the space here? Or
you mean this one?
Yeah. So what's the plan? I mean, I'm looking behind you. I see a helmet, a blanket, a flag. Okay, so you're already ready.
Different walls. I got a wall for retro. I got a wall for modern logo. It's just what mood I'm in.
Spins it around.
Right, I'll turn around and I'll sit at the desk and I'll broadcast it with the camera pointing this way and get all the retro stuff in.
Are you going to pretend like that the current logo doesn't exist anymore? Like, is that going to be kind of the plan or no?
I would love nothing more than for the current logo to not exist. The retro stuff is exponentially better.
Okay, last question here. The helmet that you just pulled out is it an aqua face mask? So is that what you want, or do you want a white face mask on that?
Gray.
So you're a gray face mask guy, and I'm not.
With this, yes.
Okay.
I will say
that
people in the chat were mentioning this. That Kyle's background changes every week.
Well,
Joe's the only one with consistency. I think that's a little unfair. This was only up
Steady
for,
Eddie.
Something important.
I think that's
whatever.
It's a microcosm of Kyle a little bit. Like, if you ever spend time with Kyle, which I have, like, in different places, whether it's a hotel or at his house, Kyle is constantly like looking at things and rearranging them and like decluttering, I think, is one of his favorite words. And so it's just constantly things are moving around. Comes with the package.
I like knowing where things are. Not having my cleaning lady misplace my approval.
There it is.
There's nothing you can do about that.
Fantastic, Kyle. Absolutely electric. Tell, I saw that you wanted your take from a specific time put up, so I will oblige. Take, with quarterbacks wanting to get as many contracts as possible, the Browns should give Mayfield a 3-year expensive extension to see how he is without all the talent, but also not be tied down for 5+ years. I have a tough time thinking a quarterback would take that kind of extension.
I think the challenge
with best example of this
of a 3-year deal or like a short deal, Cousins and Dak.
Cousins was the one I was going to
so
look up to make sure I had it right.
The problem with that type of deal is there's just no maneuverability. There's no way to move things around. And that's like the Josh Allen deal. The big win for Buffalo is that it was essentially an 8-year contract. It's so they can stagger things and allow things to hit differently. If you box it into 3 years, you got nowhere to go. You're just going to have that much committed to quarterbacks, and it's kind of tough.
But the Cousins deal wasn't a good deal for Minnesota. Like, it didn't put them in a great situation over these 3 years.
I would agree.
And in all honesty, I like Baker, but doesn't Baker, if he signs a 3-year contract, doesn't it play out pretty similarly to the way Kirk's did?
What do we assume the average annual value for a Baker Mayfield extension is going to be? Mahomes is 45, Allen's 43, Dak is 40.
It has to be north of Jared Goff at 33.5.
Okay, so pick a number. Pick a number with what you guys think it's going to be.
Deshaun Watson got 39. Russell Wilson got 35. I don't know. Call it 37.5. And I think that's probably a little low, but so I'm trying to do that quick
Draft-
math in
draft
my
dudes
head.
do
Draft
that-
dudes do
do that
math.
math.
Yeah, it's not very good.
I'm out of it. I'm just taking a sip
It's
of water.
30, 37 and a half times 2 is 75 with another 112. So 112.
Well,
Fully guaranteed 3 years, 112.
just looking at if it's 37 and a half and the cap goes up to 209 next year, that means his cap would be, never mind the fact that the cap is going to grow again before the first year of this contract, right? Because he's got another year left on his deal,
Mm-hmm.
right? So if it were to go into effect in 2022, it'd be 17.8% of the cap. Kirk Cousins is 17% of the cap. So it's about equivalent from a percentage of cap perspective to what Kirk Cousins is right now.
Are you guys a little surprised that we haven't seen that with any of these new quarterback contracts?
Just tied to the cap.
Yeah, that was one of the things in the aftermath of the Allen deals. People said it was good for them to get it done because they got ahead of this concept of percentage of cap. And Mahomes really did everyone a favor the way he did his deal for the elite
Right.
quarterbacks.
He saved a bunch of teams from a bunch of hard decisions, right?
Yeah, huge.
Quarterback contracts are very strange.
I think if you were to get contracts that are tied to percentage of cap, you'll probably see it 2023 once the TV deals start hitting home, right? That's where you would want to tie it, of course, because that's long-term guaranteed league revenue with a re-up that was just signed. So I think we're probably still 2 years out from that.
Good news for the Justin Herberts of the world.
I am trying to find another take here. I was not prepared because I was deep in this.
Man. He got quick snapped.
Yeah, I did. I got a little quick snap there. My fault. This one from Richard. Chase Claypool has 1,200 receiving yards and 10 plus touchdowns and becomes the #1 receiver in the Berg.
That wouldn't surprise me.
What's his pathway to 1,200 yards? Is he literally just you throw it up and hope he comes down with it twice a game for his chunk plays, or
they like to get him on those drags.
Mm-hmm.
So and Ben's going to throw the ball quickly. There's 17 games.
I guess the 17 games is probably the best case for it, right? Because there's a lot of mouths to feed in that offense too. Juju's back, Deontay Johnson, Chase Claypool, Najee Harris is really good catching the ball out of the backfield.
They're probably going to want to run it too.
Yeah,
but don't you think with Matt Canada there and a lot of motion, that probably helps a guy like Claypool?
Especially with how they've moved it. Like, this is the same guy that they got down inside the 5 and they put him in jet motion and handed the ball off to him. Like,
with Ferks or Fichter, whatever the name of their previous OC was.
I would give this a 40% chance likelihood.
It's reasonable.
I think it's reasonable.
Jalen, dude's discussion. Are the Lions the worst franchise in sports?
Sounds like a good conversation for tomorrow when we do the NFC North.
What are
but in sports?
Yeah, so I don't.
Sports.
My knowledge of other sports is bad. Is there like what are the contenders at least? The Buffalo Sabres. No, the Buffalo freaking Sabres are the worst franchise in sports.
All right, Joe, the way I was going to do this is I was going to say what characteristics are we attributing to the Lions, and then we would take those characteristics and port them to other sports.
The Buffalo Sabres literally hired Ted. It was the real-life Ted Lasso. They hired a soccer coach to coach the NHL hockey team.
I don't understand that reference.
They promoted a nobody to their GM. Yeah. Their best player is like in quarrels over some type of surgery. They have no talent. They haven't won in 15 years. The Buffalo Sabres are the worst franchise in pro sports.
All right, Vontel throws the Timberwolves out there, and
I feel like that's a reasonable take as of late.
Perpetually bad, right?
But like,
can we put the Marlins in there? I know they've won a couple World Series, but like
that's the thing is they go all in and win it.
They won 2 titles.
But what was the offseason that they spent a ton of money?
Oh, this was the 2000 and it was an even year, 11 or 13. I think it was one of those two, in which they signed Jose Reyes, they signed Mark Burley, they just spent a ridiculous amount of cash.
And then they
those are two of the
traded
big
all
names.
of them at the trade deadline.
Correct, because they stunk up the joint. They were very bad. And I mean, now
to the point where they did MLB step in and force that sale for Jeffrey Loria?
That's an interesting way to approach it. They certainly needed to sell because baseball in Miami was teetering on the brink. I now need to look this up to see what year this was in which they did this.
I just remember reading all the headlines and they're like, finally, the Marlins are going to spend some money. And then they got to literally the trade deadline in July and we're like, nope, all you guys are out of here. So obviously that's a regime that is no longer in place. So that doesn't qualify for now. But if you got kind of the kind of ownership where there's discussion about the league forcing you to sell the team, I think that would classify for this conversation a little bit.
Yeah, again, it depends on what type of attributes are we going to give to the Lions, and then you take them and you apply them to other sports, right? Like this is, and Jalen has kind of amended his take or added to it and said, y'all are missing the point. Look at the Lions' accomplishments. They have literally barely ever won anything. And I think, again, what attributes are we giving to the Lions? Because like the Marlins have won 2 World Series. They've won 2 championships.
There are a number of teams that have never won anything.
Like the Sabres.
This is a good one. I'll give you an example. I know they were just in the finals, but the Phoenix Suns still have never won a championship. And so it depends.
They've had good years, though.
Before the finals this year, Joe, they went 10 straight seasons without making the playoffs.
Yeah, but I think about the D'Antoni years with like Steve Nash, and they were good, and Amari Stoudemire.
Sure.
Like there's an era of memorable Phoenix Suns basketball for somebody who loosely follows the NBA.
There's a very easy answer here.
Okay.
The Detroit Lions are 25th out of 32 teams in all-time win percentage. So they're not even in the bottom 5.
So you're, in NFL history is what you're talking about.
In NFL history. Now, Detroit's played almost 1,300 games. But the Arizona Cardinals, have they ever won a world championship?
No, but
they've played more. They've played more all-time games than Detroit by 97 games and have a worse win percentage by like 30 points.
It's pretty
Arizona
compelling.
is 566 and 771 with 41 ties all time since 1920. Never won a championship.
All right, it's the Arizona Cardinals.
Right. So
sorry,
Jalen, I didn't prove your point, Jalen.
Permission to put a wrestling related take or question up there.
I'm not going to get it, but go right ahead.
Sure. All right. Thank you. Raul asks me, and I don't really like this nickname, but whatever. On a scale of 1 to 10, how would you react if, as a swerve, CM Punk doesn't turn up at AEW, but rather, I believe you mean SummerSlam? I will just show off my Becky Lynch the Man shirt. Raul, it would be a 10 in the moment because I will be at SummerSlam this Saturday. I leave for Vegas tomorrow for SummerSlam. But in terms of for good wrestling, it is a 1, and he will be in Chicago tomorrow night. Yes, Kyle.
Detroit Lions have won twice as many NFL championships as the Arizona Cardinals. 4-2. I'm sticking with Arizona.
Okay. Let's take from Sam. We see 3 free agent safeties getting, or free agent safeties getting extensions. Match Jamal Adams' contract next offseason. That requires me to have overthecap.com.
Who are these?
Stand by.
Jesse Bates.
Getting 17 and a half.
Yeah, at least he takes away the football. Jamal Adams has like 2 career interceptions.
Man,
I think the premium Slack calls him Blitz Boy in response to Michael Thomas being called Slant Boy. He's a good player, though. Jamal Adams is a good player.
He's a good player. Yeah.
So, are you pulling up the?
I'm attempting to look up.
No big deal, Shub. Just need you to pay attention to all of the chat and
no worries, guys. I'm just So safeties getting extensions. We're talking the 2018 draft. More than likely. Oh, sorry, Kyle. Yeah, sorry. Minka Fitzpatrick's probably going to be in this.
Never
okay.
heard of him.
Stinka Fitzpatrick.
Derwin James is a no. I'm just looking through safeties from the 2018 draft.
Could be a
And then-
17 guy on the tag.
It could be a 17 guy on the tag. That would require me to know which 17 guys are on the tag. Oh, it's in the chat. Somebody said there's a list in the chat.
Really?
Oh, here you go. Sam, thanks, buddy. Free agent safeties in 2022. Tyrann Mathieu, Harrison Smith, Jesse Bates, Marcus May, Marcus Williams, Anthony Harris, plus Minka and Derwin looking for extensions. It ain't going to be Derwin James. I'll tell you that
Williams,
much.
Minka, and Bates.
17 and a half.
Yes.
No, I'm out.
Ty might get 17 and a half.
Think
He's
so?
playing really well. He's been playing really well in Kansas City.
I'm out.
All the
Seattle
way
was
out, or
always
just
Seattle was always boned. They were gonna have to give him the moon in the same way that Laramie Tunsil got the bag from Houston because of the trade package they gave to get him.
So you think these guys are going to come in at like 15, 16?
Yes,
You don't think
that's
Minka
perfect.
has a case to be paid more than Jamal Adams?
That's fine. We said 3 players are going to exceed $17.5 million. There's no way on planet Earth 3 of these guys go over 17.5. There's no way 3 do it. Put 2 boxes of Built Bar on it.
I listen. I'm close to making an official bet on this.
I'm out.
Joe's a coward, renowned coward.
Yeah,
Well, yeah, I felt good about 2. 3's a little dicey, and I'm not going to lose.
And he said 3.
But we know Joe is a coward when it comes to making these bets. He's made like 2.
I got more than that.
I'm
a little cheap,
really?
Shub.
Really?
Thrifty.
My wife spends a lot of money.
Oh wow, you have 5. You have 5 bets.
Yeah,
how many do I have? Do you have on the?
Yeah, I do. 1, 2, 3.
It's probably a bunch.
You have 6 right now.
I'm gonna have to pay so many boxes of Built Bar.
I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 5.
Isn't there?
Oh, we have. Wait a minute. Oh no, guys, we're in trouble. Oh no, we're not in trouble. Are we in trouble? We have a bet with Vontel about the Jets as a group. The Jets winning 3 games in the AFC East in the year 2021. What side of that bet are we on?
You're supposed to be taking notes, man. I don't know.
There's a 0% chance I'm on the 3 or up. So I would have gone in on the under unless you guys did this without me when I was traveling.
It says Dudes Von. I mean, I have the data. I can always go back and get the context. But it says Dudes Vontel, which means this is a group bet.
I thought you and Vontel had something going. I don't know that we did.
It says
lumping us into this.
I don't know. That's what it says.
Oh no.
I think it was like the Jets and Cardinals who has more wins.
No, the tag that I have written here is Jets winning 3 games in the AFC East in the year 2021. I will go look at it afterwards. What we bet, but the Carl Lawson, who's certainly not helping us if we're on the wrong side of this. Oh, Sam is tempting me to take this bet with Kyle. What do we want the terms to be? So it's got to be 3 safeties, two boxes of Built Bars.
2 boxes of Built Bar that 3 safeties get
box bet
to get over 17.5.
I'm in.
Over 17.5.
What is 17? What is 17 and a half just a push?
Yes.
So if 2 of them get 17 and a half and 1 gets over, is the bet a push? How does that work?
Yes, it's a push. All 3 have to clear. That's what I'm saying.
So, all right. So of any free agent safeties.
Okay, Sam wants to say match.
So any free agent safety, any safety getting an extension that happens from this point forward, if 3 of them get 17 and a half or more, it's two boxes coming my way.
Just define when the cutoff is.
August 20 to August 20.
So you have a year.
I have a year
now.
for the. Okay, so 17 and a half or more, it has to be at least 3 safeties between this time period. Done. 2 boxes of Built Bars. Book it.
Done.
Go Texans, baby.
Oh, I don't want to.
This is our long play bet here. This is our second long play where there's a time element.
There is a time element, and this is our second Kyle Chris bet of the year. So I'll write this down.
You guys realize what Justin Simmons got?
What do you get?
Justin Simmons got 15 and a quarter per. And you think 3 guys are going to go over in the next year that deal?
You feel
but
good
see,
about this.
But see, Kyle, this is the good strategy here, because by the time that bet cashes, I'll have won other boxes from you that it'll just be a wash anyway.
Oh, okay.
So you got to be strategic.
You're playing the real long game.
Yeah, you got to be strategic in the way that you do this, right? And you know what, Sam? Me too. Can't wait. Can't wait till August 19th, 2022.
So we got anything else here to shut it down?
Sure,
This was fun.
I'll get one more. I'll get one more take here before we get out of here. I was too busy trying to write up this
the bet.
This bet. Yeah.
Chris is eager on this one.
Von Miller still a top 5 edge rusher in the league. This one from Harvey closes out.
We'll find out this year, right? Hopefully he stays healthy and can show some of that. I'll be interested to see how he does age, because it's a matter of the speed and the flexibility for him that you don't know how that's going to carry over as he ages a little bit. So I think this is a big year for him to find that out. Top 5 is rich, though. I'd probably sell right now.
Yeah, I'm selling.
All right, the chat wants one more. The chat wants one more. I'll give him one more.
He going to do what?
From Dawson. This one from Dawson. Since everyone is an AFC East guy here, if you could take one player from each division rival to add to your respective teams, who would you take? Can I take Jalen Phillips because I need somebody to get after the quarterback?
Sure. I'd be
They're all at
surprised
your
if that's
disposal.
your pick. Could have Xavier Howard if you wanted. I've seen your corner room.
Right.
Yeah, you're right. Maybe I take Xavier Howard. Who would I take from the Patriots?
Oh, you could pick from each team. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
From each division rival, yeah.
Okay.
I'm probably going
Yeah,
Shaq Mason for me.
Yeah, Xavier Howard. I'm just
Yeah,
thinking in my head.
That would
That
be the
feels
one I
like the
would
right one.
endorse for you.
Yeah. I'll take Josh Allen from the Bills. Fix my quarterback problem.
I got 2 down. I got to come up with one more.
The Patriot. I think do I want a lineman?
I could just Shaq Mason. I want to really.
All right, I got my picks. From the Patriots, I want Shaq Mason. From the Dolphins, I want Xavier Howard. And from the Jets, I want Quinnen Williams.
You did well there, Joe. I was very good on the spot there.
I think I would take Quinnen Williams as well. Just take good players. Hashtag take good players.
Yeah, the chat is trying to convince me to take J.C. Jackson, and I think that's correct.
Don't do it. And until I know for a fact I have a quarterback, I would pick a quarterback if there was a high level.
Yeah, like Josh Allen is certainly going to be my pick from the Bills.
Yeah.
Do we want to talk about the next time that we're all together on a live stream element?
Monday night, TDN 100.
Right. Are we doing a pre-TDN 100 show? I don't know if we discussed this.
I don't think we should. I don't want to take away from the energy around
That's fair.
The TDN 100 release.
That's fair. So no dudes related live stream, but Monday night, 8 p.m. Eastern. Myself, Kyle, Joe, the entire TDN scouting team. It is the preseason reveal of the TDN 100 for the 2021-22 college season, the 2022 draft cycle. So very excited about that. Should be a lot of fun. And
60 minutes. Yeah. You guys always want more content. This is 60 minutes with the entire scouting staff team and this trio right here.
You know what, Sam? Luckily for you, it will be available on demand afterwards. It'll live on the YouTube channel. So here, the Draft Network YouTube page is where you can find it. And it'll go to other social media. It'll go to all the social media platforms where this stream goes anyway. But yeah, that is what you can expect on Monday. So no live stream from us. You'll get that instead, the TDN 100 show. And then we're back regularly scheduled live stream next Thursday.
It's going to be a good-ass time. 7:30?
I believe it is 8 p.m. Eastern.
8 p.m. Eastern.
Mm-hmm.
Glad you asked.
8 p.m. Eastern.
No. Live streams brought to you by our friends at Mighty Swell. Hope you guys have a great weekend. Thanks as always for tuning in. Cheers. Kyle Krabs, Sherman, and Chris Schubert. We'll talk with you again next time.